Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Silent Hill F. We are kind of on the outskirts of this part of area of town. We finished it when we finished last time. Um, we'd kind of gone into this house that's right here, and kind of read about this like doctor that was in there. So there's apparently a doctor in there. One of the things I was going to do was I was going to check kind of further up the street here because it seems to me like we need to go through this field full of scarecrows and shit. I thought I heard footsteps that were not my own. I am. Oh, if I just stand here, maybe it'll go away. It will. Alright. Okay, so yeah, we're going over to Rinko's house. And I wanted to kind of look around here. How are they? Also some like red over here. I do think the fact that there's like no there's seemingly like no restrictions on like the map, it seems. I mean, besides like certain ways that you can't go, it's Shinsensugi Shrine Flyer. Let's hold a Jinsensai. Whether you're building a house or pulling it down, digging a well or filling one up, it's all done upon Inari-sama's land. We should show our gratitude to Inari-sama by holding a Jinsensai. Holding a Jinsensai is especially important for wells, lest we forget the ancient tale of a poisonous water dragon that once wreaked havoc until the Inari-sama finally sealed it deep underground. Digging a new well is just like opening up an air hole for that terrible dragon, and if we're not careful, we risk facing its wrath once more. That's why we must have a Jinsensai. Exclusive price for first-time customers. Special deals for requests on unlucky calendar days. Shinsensugi Shrine, a lonely little shrine situated on the outskirts of town. The name Shinsensugi Shrine sure sounds fancy, but that's all it has going for it. Even though Ebisugaoka is full of elderly believers, the shrine rarely gets any visitors. They instead go to what's closest to them, and that's an Inari statue. Sakuko's family serves the shrine, including fulfilling the role of head priest. Sakuko is quite proud of this fact, but I don't know if the same could be said about her parents. I remember what Sakuko once said. Shinsensugi Shrine didn't used to be the small shrine that we know. The real shrine was situated on the mountain, and it was much more impressive than it is now. Long ago, there was an actual thousand-year cedar that was worshipped as a divine vessel. Unfortunately, it was struck by lightning and burned to ash. Upon losing its divine vessel, the shrine was abandoned and became the small shrine it is present day. Another antique comb.
神社を昔みたいに盛り上げるんだっていつも言ってたな。
I have a feeling we might be coming back to this later. Key to Sakuko's mailbox. A plain mailbox key. The surname Igarashi is written on the attached tag. Letter from Sakuko's mother. Dear Sakuko, you mustn't ever speak again about how you hear otherworldly voices talking or singing. Puberty is a difficult time. You may hear and see strange things that you can't explain. The same thing happened to me when I was your age. However, it's nothing more than your imagination playing tricks on you. If your friends find out, though, they'll label you the strange girl. They'll abandon you, ostracize you. Because around here, once rumors spread, people will never look at you the same again. Well, I guess when we get to her house... Oh. Dude, what the fuck? Yeah. Clearly.
ごめん、ぼんやりしてた。
ここ、サクコの家の神社だよな。
うん。
あんまり思い詰めるな。急いでインコを探そう。
そうだな。行こう。
What the fuck was that? Okay, so we have kind of this way. This kind of leads around. I feel like one of the things is that I feel a little disconcerted about... I think one of the things that I've kind of early on am feeling that I don't like as much is like... I think that the thing I like about other Silent Hill games is that they kind of confine you to certain areas for the time being and kind of force you to be in these certain areas. This almost kind of is just like, well, just go wherever you want. And I feel like when you're trying to not run into monsters, that's kind of difficult to want to explore, especially with how the combat is. I mean, I think they've already seen me, so. I don't know what it was, but, great. You know what, just get rid of that. I need the toolkits more. Okay, so that area is blocked off. Because yeah, I think like the thing about exploring with this is that, you know, it kind of makes you want to go back to all these areas and kind of look around and see if there's anything else you can find. But then there's also going to be like monsters, and it's just going to be like a risk that you can die. The thing about Silent Hill games is that it kind of, you know, people might disagree with this, but it really is true. These games punish you for exploring because they basically put you in it. They basically make it so that, okay, well, it's a risk versus reward thing. Do you want to go back and maybe find virtually nothing? Well, if that's the case, then you're going to pay for it. Jesus Christ, how many are there? Oh my god, they're just fucking everywhere in here. Oh boy. Alright, well this seemingly is a mistake. Woo! Okay. Well, they didn't grab me, they missed, so. Okay, so there's nothing in that box. Woo! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Yeah, that was a lot of, you know, for playing on story difficulty, that was, ooh, chocolate. A new imported candy that has been increasing popularity, a rare treat for local children. Again, you know, for playing on story, they do drain a lot of health.
気持ち悪い。
ひなこか。この気持ち悪いのには触るなよ。毒があるかもしれない。右の庭から回ってこっちに来い。
わかった。
Go see one of those. First aid kit. I'm not really too concerned about, like, the sanity, I think. I'm more concerned with, like, the health. There's just, like, a lot of stuff to pick up, though. Alright, I have 3 steel pipes now. You think I'm gonna get a shotgun at some point? I'm kidding. Another toolkit. Very nice. I need a key. No keys lying around here? Oh, maybe that. Uh-oh. Something new? Jesus Christ! What the fuck is this? Oh, it's the Silent Hill F equivalent of a red pyramid.
でかい化け物が出た。
Well, that was kind of bullshit. I mean, that's kind of really just doing nothing. Yep. I'm gonna have to fucking kill this thing, aren't I? Yeah, I mean, she's, like, she's very weak, right? So the idea of even being able to fight this thing, I think, is kind of... God, it's the tracking. Why is it just like tracking me? I feel like some of these are just cheap. They're just cheap shots. Bro, for real? You know how long it took me just to get into that fucking position? I mean, I just gotta get him over here. There's no way I can kill this. There's no way in hell. I just have to wait for him to do that, and then keep doing this, because there's no way these shitty pipes are gonna be able to beat this guy. So I got cheap hit. I got cheap hit while I was in the middle of that. The combat in this game, I understand that like the idea is that she's kind of like supposed to be like weak or whatever, but like, oh my god, the combat is really just dog shit. Like, because I already know like the point of this is that I'm not able to fight this guy. And that was a cheap hit after I had actually gotten the thing. Come on. And see, and then he tracks you. And we all know how I feel about, like, tracking. Nope, because I waited too long. We all know how I feel about enemy tracking. It's a cheap mechanic, honestly. It really is. Nope. Come on, just fucking do your big dumb swing. Come on. See? He tracks you, which is cheap. Because that's... We want to talk about unrealistic gameplay mechanics. That's one of them. So, where? Oh, through this door here. Because, yeah, there's no way you're beating this guy. Not with these dumb steel fucking pipes. There's no way.
ひなこ蔵の窓だ急げ
Oh my god, they're really just like throwing the most,
大丈夫か
they're really just throwing like the most, like, this is on story difficulty, by the way, and they're just throwing the entire thing at you.
お前を守れってな
お姉ちゃんが
ずいぶん前の話ささあ行こうぜ
I personally feel like if you want combat in this game, you're playing the wrong game. Like, I honestly feel like maybe like the way that this game is it's not obviously, like, I think that the idea is that combat is like just an afterthought, right? Like, I feel like if you go in this expecting it to be any other Silent Hill game, you know, like you're gonna be disappointed because you're not gonna. This is not a game in which you're able to fight anything, and it has all these, like, I'm not gonna say the word, but it has certain mechanics that I feel like we've talked about ruin a lot of games, and just saying. A giant repulsive lump of flesh that is filled to the brim with a mechanical anger. It howls awfully as it swings its large knife in any which direction. Its unfettered anger is no different from that of a wild animal. No, it's far worse than that. Because, I mean, like, you know, I feel like combat is just kind of... I feel like combat is just useless. I mean, especially if you're only going to just... If this is going to be all that you have the entire game, right? Like, if the only things you're going to have the entire game are, like, steel pipes, then there's, like, really no fucking point to fighting mostly anything. Because, I mean, really what they're doing is they're just giving you a shitload of health objects. You know. And I don't remember what does what at this point. Because I think one of the things that I was kind of hoping for this was that it was going to be, they were going to kind of do what they've done with previous Silent Hill games, which was, you know, kind of lock these areas down and you kind of solve puzzles and, you know, do combat stuff, and then you kind of move on to another area. But this is like just like totally open. And so, again, like I've explained, Silent Hill kind of punishes you for exploring. And this game definitely does. A traditional dish made of sushi rice stuffed inside seasoned deep-fried tofu skins. It has a soft, juicy texture and is said to be Inari-sama's favorite type of offering. And of course, like, they just keep throwing all this shit at me. They just keep throwing all this shit at me, and I can't carry any of it because I have such a limited amount of space. And usually, the problem is that most of the time, inventory management stuff in survival horror is usually accompanied by an ability to store all of that stuff for use later, right? Like, we usually see that with Resident Evil, the idea of storage boxes, but, you know, we're not seeing it here, so you're kind of just forced, and that bothers my OCD, is that you're kind of forced to just leave all this shit behind, which I'd really rather not do. I don't like leaving things behind because if I need them later, then I forget that they're going to be there and I have to go all the way back for them. But I can definitely tell why a lot of people are gonna hate this game early on, because the combat is, I don't want to say it's bad, but it's ostensibly I think designed to make you actually feel like a pathetic weakling. And I feel like that's kind of how they want you to feel they want you to feel overwhelmed. They want you to feel overwhelmed They want you to feel like you can't fight anything, and that everything that you're trying to do is kind of worthless. Used in Hakora to upgrade Hinako's ability. Ability for what? Alright. You can use a blank, Ema, and Faith to pray at a Hakora and increase your max health, stamina, and sanity. Okay, you can increase the number of Omamori you can equip at the same time. Oh, okay. Oh, of course. Oh, I see. Well, thankfully for you, I have a few things that I'm willing to sacrifice. And I think it's also kind of shitty that these are worth so little, considering that they give you like a lot of health. I feel like it kind of sucks that they're worth so little, and that these are so much. I feel like I'm kind of torn between health and stamina. I feel like I need health more. Sanity, I think I'm fine with. Stamina, like it's nice that stamina doesn't drain outside of combat when you're running. I don't really feel like this is really that big of an issue for me. I feel like it's the health. Well, that wasn't as much. That really was not worth it. That was not worth it. I mean, like, it did not go up by that. Well, and I'll tell you the reason it's not worth it is because how much my health went up was minuscule compared to the amount of damage that the enemies are doing to me, even on a story difficulty. And this is the easy difficulty. And they're like doing a hit and it takes away half my health. So, really? I sacrificed all that stuff for pretty much nothing. Maybe that's how you're supposed to feel. Everything's worthless. I mean, a lot of these games are that way, right? Feeling worthless.
お前は何でも我慢して心に溜め込む悪い癖があるからな。
I also have to point out how he's like coming along with me, but he's not actually helping me fight anything. He just keeps running ahead. Just kind of proving that she's really is truly alone. Because obviously if he really did care about her, he would actually stick by her side and fight these monsters with her.
こんな状況なのに懐かしい思い出ばかり思い出す。
今ではどれも懐かしいな。辛くなったらいつでも泣けよ。俺が絶対に相談に乗ってやるからな。あ
りがとう、相棒。
よし、行こうぜ。霧が深いな。リンクのやつ無事だといいんだが。
And so he's just gone.
相棒。
Getting lost. Memories of getting lost. There was this one time where I played hide and seek with a bunch of my friends when I was young. I got so excited and ran far away because I didn't want anyone to find me, and eventually got lost around here. I was sobbing and hollering and walked the wrong way for hours. Actually, I was told later that it was the exact opposite direction of my house. Even a town as small as this felt huge for me as a kid. I realized that I knew nothing about the town. Even these fields seemed to spread out endlessly into the horizon. Oh, oh, okay. Mysterious note. The field that's all misty is really scary. I keep thinking someone's there, but it's always just a scarecrow with a creepy face. But there's one scarecrow that's not actually scary. The only reason it's making a scary face is because it's got a thorn sticking into it and it's hurt. So all you have to do is take the thorn out and it'll tell you which way to go. But don't get close to the really scary scarecrows. Someone said there's a monster who's only pretending to be a scarecrow that likes eating little kids.
影を抜いてってどういう意味？
Oh. So this doll is actually a helper, it seems. Okay, a sickle. Well, yeah, I'll definitely change that for one of the 3 pipes that I have. Who are you? Why do you always have to be different than everyone else, freak? Well, that one has a knife. Hmm. A thorn in its side. I am trying to be careful. Oh, well, that was not correct. Okay, where's that? Can I read that note again? Why do you have to be different than everyone else? The reason it's making a scary face is because it's got a thorn sticking into it and it's hurt. Take the thorn out and it'll tell you which way to go. Okay. See, it said it has a thorn sticking in its side. That's not the side. That's also not the side. That's why, see, like, again, you can see where this is, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm supposed to take one out. Yeah, I had the feeling. I heard footsteps and I was like, that one looks new. I mean, I could try this one, because this is like the side, so... Oh. Flashcards. It's okay, you don't have to be afraid anymore. Guess that was the one? But that wasn't their side, though. Who are you? Honestly, you're helpless without me.
またかかし
Okay.
こんなとこに置いとくなんて
Is there possibly any indication of what... Is there, like, any indication whatsoever... Okay, well, it says it has a thorn sticking into it, I guess. But is there any indication of what one is what? Like, how do you know which one is... How do you know which one? Because there honestly is there's like no actual, really, like any actual way of knowing which one to pick. It just says a scarecrow. There's just a scarecrow with a creepy face. There's one scarecrow that's actually not scary. The only reason it's making a scary face is because it's got a thorn sticking into it and it's hurt. But you don't know which one is which. It could be literally any of them. There's no, like, indication. There's no real indication of, like, which one is going to be which.
武器が壊れそうだ
Okay, well, I guess I picked the right one. That's what I said to you when I saw you so scared. You think maybe it's the one that... Hold on, maybe I'll put a theory to the test. I'm gonna put a theory to the test when we get to this next one. One of the things I just thought of is that they all look like my friends. What if I have to pick the one that looks like me? Who are you? I'll be your friend. Otherwise, you'd be so miserable. You'd be so miserably alone. Dried carcass? Okay. Type of offering yields a great deal of faith.
でもお供え物だったよね。
See, they look like my friends. I need the one that I think looks like me, correct? See, and this one has a blue scarf. Brother. Yeah. I'm starting to get it. I wonder why I called you over. I'm starting to get it. I think I figured it out. Puppet ass, gross. I picked the one that looks like me. Like, who are you? Woo! Who are you? Tell me truly. You two aren't anything more than friends, right? I've always been watching you when you weren't looking, you know. Could be this one. Yep. I could have just lied to you, told you any which way, to go any which way. Oh, I can't take that now. That's unfortunate. Alright, so I've figured out the whole reasoning behind the puzzle. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, it's real fucking foggy now. Oh, God, I don't know which way I'm going.
さっきも通った。
Okay, I went like the wrong way. I see. Okay. Who are you? Yeah, you. Yes, you. I guess. Oh, I'm selecting. I'm not actually taking this. Okay, never mind. Could be you. No, no. The hair is too short. It's this one. Oh no, it's not. I fucked up. I missed the hair. I missed the pigtails. All right. Ow. Come on, stop stun locking me. Okay, it's got to be this one then. I kind of hate how there's no like. There's not a block. I wish that I could at least block these attacks. There we go. When that first one I picked, I did not see the pigtails. I did not see them, so I was like, oh, this has got to be the one. It happens all the time. A kid falling to their death in the waterway. All right.
Hinako!
I walk this path every time I go to Rinko's, but to be honest, to this day, I'm still scared I might get lost. I mean, I've been told that I should probably just ask an adult for directions if I get lost, but then I remember that one time when I walked on the footpath of the rice fields for fun, and got smacked by an old farmer all of a sudden. The trauma from that experience made me scared of adults, back then and even to this day. Oh, so we actually have the Scarecrow one now. Moving Scarecrow, at least a monster that pretends to be a scarecrow. It's dressed in old clothes and looks like a crucified corpse from far away. Contrary to its name, it scares more kids off than crows. I guess the key thing up there shows that it's done. Right.
さっきのは
ひなこ
凛子は
読んでみよう。凛子俺だシュウだいるなら返事してくれ。
シュウ君来てくれたんだ。あ、ひなこも。
Oh yeah, hi, nice to see you.
怪我はないか。家族は。
私は大丈夫。
She obviously has the hots for this guy, and she hates that I'm around.
足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんてこんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし気味の悪い怪物がうろつき回ってるし何が何だかわからないよ。 んないい子がどうして。
これ以上ここにとどまるのは危険だ。町を出た方がいい。
町を出るって、お父さんやお母さんは、みんなは。
助けを呼ぶためにも今は行動を急いだ方がいいかもしれない。
みんなを見捨てるわけじゃない。助けるためにも一度脱出する必要があるんだ。
でも町を出るって言ってもあれじゃ無理だよ。
無理ってどういう意味だ？
そっちの窓から鉄橋が見えるよ。霧が濃くなければ。
嘘だろ。
鉄橋が。どうしよう。
東の鉄橋がダメなら西の県道を目指そう。
柊の家の裏山を抜けるのか？
あの山越えられるの？
わさび田への道がある。うちだけの抜け道だ。リンコ、念のため薬や絆創膏を持っていきたい。
台所に救急箱あるよ。取ってくるね。
あ、私も一緒に行こう。手伝う。
相棒が一緒なら安心だ。
台所どこだっけ？
Beware Rinko. All right. Yeah, of course she wants me out of the way, right?
私一体。
Okay, so now we're back on the other side. Oh, there's the fox mask guy.
いた。もう少し待っててくれてもいいのに。
Okay, so this kind of like goes around here.
誰？
Ooh. Oh yeah, I have that. I have the little knife. Oh, nice. Another one of these. Can I break? No, I can't. Okay. Onari-sama's emblem. Okay, so we have a locked door. This needs a key. All these doors are gonna be locked. Oh, good, it won't budge. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here's something. Maybe. Okay, so that leads over to that opposite side of the room. Oh, that's right. I can open the drawers. Some Yokon. I still have all the same stuff here. Ancient note. There are valuable relics hidden away in the old storage room. They must be kept under lock and key. The last girl slipped in while I wasn't looking. It took a long time to find her. Before I actually do that, I'm going to go over to the other side of the room. I'm going to go over here first. Storage room key. Okay. Alright, so we have this. I think, well, I think I will, where's those things that I have? I have these. Okay. And I'm guessing, right, that the, I'm saying it now, right? When I do the pray thing, my health, to increase my health, it's going to cost more than the 500 that it was. Look at that. Of course. I do want to up my stamina, so I think I will do that. And I think we'll change the costume. We'll do the pink rabbit costume, because that's like the one we haven't worn. It's a little silly, but... See, and the thing is, what's kind of funny is that I feel like in terms of the two areas, right? This area, the other side, I enjoy this stuff more than I enjoy the like overworld, right? Like, so this key clearly is probably to, well, that door has a little square on it, so I'm assuming it's probably that one. Also, is this a stage? Shriveled Ariage. Yep. Here we go. And there's a doll. So yeah, this doll we had as a child is clearly a like a guardian of some sort. It's trying to help me. I originally thought the doll was going to be unhelpful, but don't believe the fox's words. Stay away from the western room. What western room? A warning. Hinako is mine. Her fingers, her lips, every last drop of blood that can be squeezed from her is mine. I forbid anyone from laying so much as a finger on her. I shall say it until my throat is raw. Hinako is mine. Dude, what the fuck? I'm hearing, like, the noises. So I need to investigate that object, but... Oh, I can't get past here. Okay, so... Western room. Clearly something is going to try to kill me in this corridor. Or after I investigate this. Oh. I think I'm missing something. Okay. Oh, there's a door back there I didn't try. Yeah, here, right? I didn't come in here. Just ran right past this. And that's supposed to be me, isn't it? Ooh. Don't trust him. Yeah, as I keep being told. Inari sculpture. A sculpture in the image of the god Inari. It looks like it might fit somewhere. Well, we already have that answer. So maybe Fox guy, right? Maybe he is the one who wrote that note. But I don't know. But I do agree that he should not be trusted. He seems, as I pointed out when we were first here, he seems way too nice. Right? He seems way too helpful in a place that's trying to kill me. Can I... Whoa, shit! Can I have that? Gimme, gimme. Oh, let's go! Naginata. An exquisitely crafted ornamental polearm that is extremely sturdy and is able to be used as a weapon. Oh my god! Look at me go! Yeah, there you go. I forgot what the hold on, what was the combat? What was the focus gauge, yeah. R2 to perform a counter. Oh, I killed it. This is so... Okay, this is kind of humorous to me. She's just got this big-ass Naginata. The fire's gone out. Oh, no. I got my little, like, Tonto ceremonial blade, and then I just got this fucking polearm, dude. It's a little silly, but I actually like it. I think it's fun. Oh. A monster that possesses sharp blades for legs. Did someone sever both of its legs and replace them with such disturbing things so it couldn't go anywhere? Or was this creature brought into existence just so it could end up like this? So yeah, the monsters of Fogtown are here, and then the monsters of Dark Shrine are in here. You guys ever...
大事なものだと思うけど。すいません。お借りします。
I'll hold on to it for a bit. Yeah, you probably should. The inscription on the polearm reads, Omino Kami Munumasa. also known as Inadama. Inadama is another word for Inazuma, meaning lightning. This likely refers to the unique pattern of the blade's steel. Sure. I don't see that, really, I guess, but I'll believe you. Okay, so now I'm on the other side of this. Hey, Fox guy, you want to see what I got? Let me just save real quick. Well, before I do that, I think I might go over here. Sakuko. Sakuko is very in touch with her spiritual side. She seems to always have some god or apparition visiting her dreams, telling her about this or that. According to Sakuko, there's been quite the supernatural disturbance around Ebi. Something about an ancient god who's furious about having their followers stolen from them, and now they're out for revenge or whatnot.
Sakuko?
Should I not check out the door still? Oh, I see. Yeah. It needs another object. See, this one has the key thing. Maybe I need the ball now? The orb? So, like that said, an ancient god is upset about its followers being stolen. Maybe that's what's happening to the town. That's why what's happening to the town is happening. We already know about the earthquakes and the seismic all the seismic activity, the geysers. All right, bitch. Have you guys ever played The Suffering? No, there's a monster in The Suffering that has blades for arms and legs. Come get me. Yeah. Again, the combat is just so like it is really quite hard to kind of to like this combat. I think that really, in all honesty, I think they designed the combat for you to hate it. I truly think that that's what they've done. I think they really have designed it for you to hate it, because you're playing as this like young, maybe like 12, 13-year-old girl. They obviously don't want you to be, I mean, you're not even going to be like James, right? Like, it's not like you're going to be able to just like wield a weapon and just kill anything in your path. I think they designed it on purpose for it to be bad, maybe not bad, but maybe the word I'm looking for is they designed it to be, they designed it to feel bad so that you don't like fighting because you're not supposed to be a fighter. So they make it all feel so difficult to pull off really anything. Increases focus charge. I don't care about that. But yeah, I mean, I think that it is. I think designed really to be. I don't even want to use the word difficult. I want to more or less use the word. You know what the word I'm thinking of? I want to use the word repulsive. It almost feels like the combat is repulsive, not in a disgusting sense, but in a sense that it just makes you feel like you don't like fighting. You don't want to actually fight anything because I mean, if you can pull off these like counter moves or whatever, it feels a little better, but you know, I feel like here the weapons, they don't break here, right? But they do break in the overworld, and that's really kind of where that issue lies. I think that I don't like the fact that weapons have durability. If the weapons didn't have durability, I don't feel like I would hate it as much, but that kind of brings the whole thing down, and it's designed like that on purpose. But I feel like that's kind of where the problem lies, right? Because I feel like it's going to end up eventually leading to these like boss fights that are going to be so difficult because the combat is designed for you to not do combat. But maybe all of the worst enemies or bosses will be fought in this place where weapons don't break. But I don't know. It's hard to I mean that guy that we ran into, he definitely was not something that you could really kill, I don't think. Housemaid's note, February 15th. There can be no two ways about it. The family is indeed cursed, and I am the only one who knows the full story. I must tell the master all I know, for if I do not, the curse will certainly befall me as well. May the gods have mercy on me. So clearly, right, if we're really analyzing this, right, just like with other Silent Hill games, the fog, the outer world, right, is kind of the, let's say it's the city. I don't want to say city, right? I want to say, let me use this. It's the island in which everybody is gathered, right? It's the island. That fucking noise. It's the island in which everybody is gathered, right? This is every Silent Hill. Every Silent Hill, wherever you're at, being in Silent Hill, right? Obviously, including this. I want to include the short message as well. The island is the fog, right? This is where everybody who is involved in what is going on is currently being held. Well, I say currently, but that's where they're held, right? The building on the island is, everybody has their own building, right? And that building is the other side, is where we're at right now. And that building is specific to you. It is not something that involves everybody else, right? Because if you've ever played, if this is your first Silent Hill game, or if you've played any others, you'll know that the idea of Silent Hill is everybody suffers from a personal hell, right? Everybody's Silent Hill experience is different. Everybody lives in a different version. Even though the island, right, everybody is able to interact with each other on the island, in the fog, right, in the outer world, in the town, right, i.e. Ebby or Silent Hill, that's where everybody's interacting. But the building in which this person goes into, every person, right, like Shu and all these other, all these other people, all of her friends, they all have their own building. And when they go into that building, they cross over to the other side. They are in their own personal nightmare, their own personal hell, right? So this other side, this place is her personal hell. So that's why you're seeing, like, why this is kind of like so obviously so overly different from the outside. Even though when you look at, like, let's say Silent Hill 2 recently, Silent Hill 2, you're in the same kind of building, but it's a mirror image that is decayed and rusted on the other side. Here, I think what it is that I don't want to say a dream, but it's almost as if, like, once you become unconscious, she went down the stairs, once you become unconscious, you enter into this place. And how you get out, I think, is dependent on, I don't want to say unfinished business, but that's almost kind of like what it seems like. It seems like it's either unfinished business or there's something in your subconscious that you must face to be able to wake up, if you would. Because maybe if you're unable to defeat to face whatever that is, or defeat whatever that is, you don't wake up from being unconscious. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, but yeah. Family physician's log, February 1st. Symptoms at onset are as follows: headache, fever, vertigo, chills, vomiting, diarrhea. At first, I believe signs pointed to a seasonal cold. However, after prescribing medicine, symptoms did not improve. In fact, they worsened. Because notice, like, well, we heard Sakuko's voice, but notice how none of her friends are here, right? The only person we've seen so far, well, the only actual person who's spoken to us so far that we've seen has been the Fox Mask Man.
こっちこっちこっちだよひなこ
サクコ？サクコなの？どこ？
Okay, that's not a note I can pick up, but... Oh. Research notes on Inni Jugonroku. The wish to have one's romantic desires fulfilled is as old as humanity itself. Consequently, there have existed many arts by which people attempt to make such dreams come true. One such method was to employ a sorcerer known as a Jugonshi to perform an incantation written in the Imi Jugonroku. After such spells were suspected of causing chaos and turmoil in the imperial court, their practice was expressly forbidden under the Yoro Code in the first year of the Tempyo Hoji era, 757 AD. However, these incantations were later adopted into the practice of Omiodo, where their effects continue to be studied. According to multiple sources, powerful romantic spells that have been successfully cast are often accompanied by the scent of sandalwood. Okay. There's this weird, you know, because even though reading that, there's this like weird element that I've kind of noticed. There's a little bit of like love in here. And I don't mean that in a good way. It's like abusive stalker type love. That like we've kind of noticed in a few notes how characters have acted. There's almost this kind of element of love. But oh, my bad. I hit circle and just dodged into the camera. But it's not in a good way though. That's like the thing. It's not good. I'm gonna, yeah, this is an offering. I want to have the offering, so we're gonna just go ahead and get rid of that. That's fine. Here, another one. Oh, yep. Oh, I missed. Come on. Go ahead. I hit R2. There it is. I'll take a pill as well, just to kind of get it full health. I was hitting R2, but maybe I was too far away. I don't know. Maybe I didn't hit it fast enough. Oh shit! Fucking right from the top, from the ceiling. Yeah, see, that would have been the move there. The other one was like, yeah, I'll leave you to deal with that. There it is. See, I know what I'm looking for, right? I do know what I'm looking for in terms of the hits. This costume is a little silly. Kudzu T. We'll just leave that there. Okay. Go. It's just some light. Go around the other side. Uh-oh. Right. I already have Divine Waters, so I'm good on that. Yokon, nice. Alright, Shrine. We'll offer up our offerings. And I'm gonna actually keep those because I currently I don't have one of the little sign things to be able to upgrade, but having the Omamori slots upgrade would be good too if I save that up.
Sakuko, そっちにいるの?
Oh, I didn't save, did I? Might want to do that. Why are they just laying there like that? I thought they disappeared, but did they get up after a while? Oh, that's concerning. Well, anyway, moving on.
Sakuko.
I'm eventually gonna have to go back. Yeah, see, it's the little orb thing. Stone orb. It seems to be made from the same material as the stone key that the fox mask had given to me. Maybe it serves a similar purpose. Yeah, jade. Oh! 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 Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh god, I gotta go. I gotta go, dude. Nope, that's the wrong way. No, I gotta go this way as well. Excuse me.
一人は嫌だよ。ダメせ。
Excuse me. Sorry. There we go. Let me guess. Oh, I was gonna say she's gonna get knocked out again by whatever hit her the first time, but... Well then. A bizarre monster that looks like a bunch of celluloid dolls intertwined. Each of these dolls was most likely some child's best friend. To think that it would appear like this in my nightmare. Oh, they're loading me up, brother. Well, I have a feeling. Can I just get rid of the other divine water? Blessed hand mirror? When taking fatal damage from normal attacks, this mirror will break instead. Okay. I'm guessing that means we should probably save. You know, you'd think you'd be able to offer up the first aid kit as an offering. It's all about health. Alright, I have a feeling we're about to face something pretty bad. And I'm guessing it's a nightmare version of Sakuko. Just holding the Naginata. I don't know what she's gonna look like, but I have a feeling it's not gonna be normal.
Hinako.
Oh boy, something's wrong with her jaw. Something's wrong with her mouth. Oh. Oh shit! Well, this is a problem. Oh, there's just a hole through her. Oh my god. What the fuck? Alright, oh, that's the move. Oh, she didn't do it that time. Oh god. Oh no, stop! Ugh. See, she did it that time, but... again, she didn't do it, and I was ready for it that time. Again, it's like she does it when I'm further away. Alright, obviously I have to hit her before she does that. Great. Did that again. Oh, nice. There we go, there's the counter. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh god. Yeah, because see, he has control over this place. That's concerning. The fact of not trusting him, I understand.
今のは
君についてきた汚れだろう。もう失せた。安心していい。属性に生きる以上、汚れがつくことは仕方がない。払えばいいだけのことだ。行こう。この先は神聖な領域だ。私も君も汚れは持ち込めない。ここで汚れを落とす。 さあ君も。
はい。
Ugh.
大丈夫。ただの水だよ。
Clearly it's not. Don't trust the fox guy. There it is. It's telling you, listen to your doll.
ひなこ、おい、
Listen to your
しっ
doll.
かりしろ。
ドジだね。あんた階段から落ちたんだよ。
Oh, did I? I fell down the stairs, huh?
腕、どうした？
あれ、引っ掛けて破いちゃったのかな。
Yeah, look, my outfit is getting all ripped
特
up
に
now.
あざはないみたいだな。痛むところはないか？
うん、大丈夫。
それはよかった。
どうした？
行こう。時間を無駄にした。
よし。行こう。
私をちゃんと守ってよ。私、ひなこみたいに強くないんだから。
分かってる。俺から離れるな。目指すは俺の家だ。裏道から山を越え県道に出よう。俺が先頭を行く。相棒はしんがりを。
分かった。
私はシュウ君の後ろにいるね。真ん中なら安心だし。
God. Don't. The stare.
しんがりは引き受けた。
And again, you know, I want to use the term friends loosely here because I honestly, and I got this feeling from like the get-go, I felt like all of these girls just don't like her and like they are just bullies to her and like it's like a, I don't even want to say it's a mean girl situation. I want to say it's like, you know, they are friends, but Hinako to them is just kind of there and they don't really like her being around, but they kind of tolerate her being around, so they have somebody to pick on. Rinko is earnest and works really hard, but she also tends to get a little too caught up in her own ways of seeing things. Once she's come to a conclusion in her head, it can be like pulling teeth to convince her otherwise. Although we're the best of friends now, we've had 2 or 3 huge fights in the past that ended with us not speaking to each other for weeks and weeks. I'm sure we'll end up fighting again in the future, and even if we do, I know we'll be able to make up again. See, I feel like, again, I feel like that's kind of not true. And the reason I'm saying it's not true is because I feel like, again, this is a girl who is clearly being bullied by these other girls, or you know, because like she keeps getting called a traitor. That's like something that we've heard a couple of times. You know, like it was Sakuko, right? I believe that called her a traitor in the window. And Rinko obviously see how she is because she's very jealous because she wants Shu. So there's something going on there that we obviously haven't seen yet. A monster in the form of a Miko, or Shrine Maiden. It sounds just like Sakuko. It swings around a spiked mace and chain. With each swing, the crisp chime of a bell rings out. Is this actually Sakuko, or is this just a monster pretending to be her? Okay, well. Don't I have the key to her mailbox? Still? Where the fuck is that at? Some Ramune. I think I'm gonna keep the water. I'm gonna keep that too. So I have the mailbox key, right? But where's Sakuko's house? This is Rinko's house. Sakuko's house is over here. Is there any way for us to actually get back over there? Head to Shu's house. Where is Shu's house? Okay, I think we got everything around here, really. Oh, there's the Hiyashi. Okay. It's here as well. Alright, so I think we're gonna leave it there for this part, and then when we come back, we're obviously headed back here, but I don't know where Shu's house is because I don't see a picture of him. That's my house. That's Sakuko's house. That's Rinko's house. That's the shrine. Yeah, so I don't have anything to sacrifice. I think I'm also going to change my costume back to this. I feel like this is getting a little silly. And when we come back next time, I guess we'll head to Shu's house, wherever the fuck that is. And also, maybe if we can head back to Sakuko's house since I have that mailbox key and whatever may possibly be in there. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. See you all in the next one. Bye.